Imagine a world where the value of the US dollar plummets overnight, reducing it to mere paper. Sounds far-fetched? Let's take a journey through recent events that might lead us to this very scenario. In early 2022, Saudi Arabia canceled their defense treaty with the United States. This was a significant blow to the US-led Bretton Woods Agreement that had provided the United States with the highest standard of living in the world. Just a week later, Saudi Arabia pirouetted towards Russia, signing a new defense treaty. Then, in a grand jeté, Saudi Arabia announced it would accept Russian rubles for oil payments, and Russia declared part of the ruble is now backed by gold. These events signal a massive change in the global economic landscape. In the wake of these events, the position of the US dollar stands on shaky grounds. The stability and strength of the US dollar, once unchallenged, now teeters on the precipice of uncertainty. You see, Saudi Arabia and now within the last week United Arab Emirates, two major oil producers, have made the groundbreaking decision to accept almost all world currencies for oil payments. This move, seemingly innocuous, will lead to de-dollarization and thus destabilization of the value of the US dollar. Here's why this is significant. For the longest time, the US dollar has been the de facto currency for oil trade. The Bretton Woods Agreement created what is often referred to as petrodollar. This agreement had helped maintain the dollar's high value and dominance in global markets, as under the agreement all oil sold in the world had to be in United States dollars. But with Saudi Arabia, and now the United Arab Emirates opening the oil market to the majority of world currencies, the Bretton Woods Agreement is almost dead, and demand for the US dollar will take a hit. Indeed, during 2023, participation in United States Treasury auctions by foreign nations has visibly declined. The stark fact is, nations are reducing their dependence and use of the dollar. And when demand for dollars decreases, so does its value. So, what does this mean for the global economy and more specifically, for the United States? Well, a devalued dollar will lead to inflation in the United States, making everyday goods more expensive for Americans. It will also mean a lower standard of living in the US, as the purchasing power of the dollar diminishes. On a larger scale, a weakened dollar will disrupt global markets, given its role as the world's primary reserve currency. Nations are moving away from using the dollar. Indeed, foreign governments are selling their dollars they hold. And if that's not enough, consider this. The recent defense treaty between Saudi Arabia and Russia adds another layer of complexity to the situation. With Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates' willingness to accept almost all nations' currencies for oil payments, the global economic power has shifted to a new alliance of nations called BRICS, further destabilizing the value of the US dollar. A powerful storm is brewing, ready to sweep across the economic landscape. This storm, while daunting, does not leave us helpless. It's critical, now more than ever, to arm ourselves with knowledge and understanding. The shifting dynamics of global economics and defense treaties can seem overwhelming, but understanding these changes is the key to navigating the storm. Consider this: these events are not just abstract geopolitical shifts happening thousands of miles away. They have the potential to impact your personal finances, your job, your 401k, and your very standard of living. To make wise decisions, we must first understand the landscape we are navigating. It's time we start educating ourselves about these events. Read, discuss, learn, challenge your understanding of the world and the forces that shape it. Explore the intricacies of these geopolitical shifts. Understand their potential impacts on the value of the US dollar and the global economy. This is not about spreading fear, but about promoting understanding. It's about expanding knowledge and taking control of our future in a world that's changing faster than ever. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. For a deeper dive into these pressing matters, reach out to Jacob Sakati at 8503-843-0009 to further explore the implications of these events. Knowledge is power, and in times of uncertainty, it's the best tool we have.